Yes, my viewers and subscribers, welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Returning subscribers, welcome back. So, guys, there is another twist in the saga over the money, the millions of dollars, 12.6 million US dollars that was stolen from an account belonging to Usain Bolt. With information coming out of court proceedings last week indicated that the monies may never have been invested. Welljohn Limited, the entity through which Usain Bolt's funds were invested in SSL, filed a claim in the Supreme Court for 12.76 million and what was thought to have been the true value of the account at the brokerage house. But now it's been revealed that the value came from fictitious statements and what was allegedly stolen is 6.1 million. This information came out last week, guys, during the cross-examination of several witnesses and different articles of evidence in the case of Financial Services Commission, FSC, versus SSL, and Cadian Campbell, the trustee appointed by SSL directors. Welljohn had filed a lawsuit against SSL and Jean Panton, a former SSL client relationship manager who we saw in the wheelchair, right? Who has been the only person charged in the fraud case so far. The claim and particulars were sealed, but different parts of this came out on Wednesday when Carlene Lamond, the attorney representing SSL, read a statement in court. And I quote, paragraph 19 speaks to the fact that during the meeting, the first defendant, who is Panton, told Mr. Nugent Walker, Bolt's manager, that she has been stealing from clients' accounts held at the second defendant's SSL. And the first defendant's Panton asked Mr. Walker if the claimant, Welljohn, would be prepared to help her to return the money stolen. That Mr. Walker then asked the first defendant whether she had taken any money from the claimant's account, and she said yes. However, she said she could not recall the exact amount taken. That's what was read in court. End of quote. That meeting with Panton was stated to have occurred in January of 2023, a day after the SSL fraud was reported to the FSC. Lamond outlined to the court that after Panton confessed to stealing money from Bolt's account, Walker, the track star's manager, went to SSL and informed its management that Panton confessed to stealing money from clients' accounts, including that of Bolt. Walker was informed by SSL that it was in the process of conducting an investigation into Panton's actions. Other SSL clients have had their investment accounts and cash transferred to other brokerage houses since September 23. But Bolt is yet to receive any since there were no assets held for his account at a central securities depository. In addition to the discovery of fraud at SSL, a report prepared by Brian Hackett, the territory leader of PricewaterhouseCoopers, Trinidad and Tobago, outlined SSL insolvency and also how much was missing from Bolt's account versus how much he thought was in the account. Quote, no, my understanding is that the US 6 million represents, I believe, the original personal amount invested by Bolt, and the 12 million represents the appreciable value as well, as that was reflected on the statements provided. Hackett explained as he noted that the Welgen claim was validated from corroborating evidence of SSL's temporary manager, Kenneth Tomlinson, forensic audit. On SSL's financial position, Hackett noted that in June of 2019, the brokerage's total assets were $3.2 billion. 60% of that was cash and other liquid assets. However, by January 2023, the value of the assets fell to $1.1 billion, with only 22% being liquid. SSL has been described as problematic over several years by the FSC, with the entity placed under enhanced supervision from as far back as 2009. But guys, I'm wondering why they didn't close down this place. This place is a Ponzi scheme going over here, so a real true Ponzi scheme which should not be operating. FSC took control of SSL on January 17, 2023 by Cadian Campbell, right, who was appointed trustee the day before when the board rushed to have a wind-up of the firm. The company's office denied the request, and FSC sought an injunction to limit any directors from attempting to circumvent FSC's plans any further. Campbell had approached Tomlinson asking to be joint trustees of SSL, but that plan was pushed back by FSC. Corinne Blair, FSC Director of Securities since January 2018, was grilled last Monday by FSC oversight of SSL's events over the years. While Blair acknowledged SSL being below the early warning signal at some point, she could not answer the query about how many times SSL had possibly breached the 10% mark between 2019 and 2023. She also noted that the norm is that the FSC doesn't immediately address those breaches and that she would have to check her records. She also noted that SSL's June 2022 audited financials were received in January of 2023, which was late, and that they relied on the representations of the management accounts. There was a new development on Thursday surrounding certain directors whose signatures were attached to the members' voluntary wind-up form submitted to the company's Office of Jamaica. It was noted that Peter Knibb and Lawrence Adamson, former SSL directors, had submitted their resignation letters by January 12, 2023, a development which had made the state attorney's request consideration to amend their court claim. The trial continues on Monday at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston. Guys, this SSL business and this robbery that is happening not just at SSL, but clearly you can see the incompetency of the FSC, right? Where they should be the oversight body of these financial institutions, making sure that they abide by all the rules and they abide by the law as to protect the Jamaican citizens. And right now, I don't know how people trust these financial institutions. You understand, guys? So, I know something we are load up, right? I just took a drip dropper come out and, we will see the outcome. I hope that Usain Bolt get back his money. What these people did to him is criminal. I don't know who exactly lap it go fall upon my love, but somebody thief the man and the man to get back his money. Oh God, this man served the country so well. And this come happen to him. No man, them people are wicked. God Almighty know. And if them can do that to a man like Usain Bolt, what would they do to the average Jamaican? And how long have these institutions been robbing the Jamaican people? He's not the first, and I don't think he'll be the last until Jamaica gets real strict with these financial institutions. Keep it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered, guys. Make sure you are subscribed, you have your notification on, and you are sharing our content with your friends and inviting them here. Thank you and have a good day.